decades sounds terrible, doesn't it? Kia ora everybody, ko Airaki Tamonga, ko Waimakariri tōku awa, ko Wailing Te Waka, ko Pākehā me Cherokee Oku Te Iwi, ko Kingsley tōku Papa ki Tamaki Makaurau, ko Eileen Connolly tōku mama ki Oti Poti, ko Kenahone, o Te Taiahau, kei Kaipoi au e Noana, kia ora tēnā koe tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Kia ora, it's a real honour to be here. You may not have noticed, but I'm actually a bloke. To be in this environment, whether you believe it or not, it's quite a frightening place to be, but I think it's, I know that I'm amongst friends here, so that's really awesome. I won't use the microphone if everybody can hear me, because I just feel that I'd be confined in a space there. I was really honoured when Sandra asked me to do this presentation, because I believe that one of the most neglected things we have is the sexual abuse of our boys, and the opportunity to talk about that in a forum like this is really awesome. And I've thrown a thingy together here so that you'll think I'm a professional and stuff like that. If you get surprised by some of the stuff that comes up, don't be, because I might be just as surprised as you. I'm absolutely hopeless when it comes to putting things together and just play it by ear. So one of the most important things, I use this, I used to use it to warn people to turn off their cell phones because of the little buzz that goes off that as a boxer, I might think it's the buzzer to go for the next round. And then when Sandra told me they had a bell, this is going to be really difficult for me, because if that bell keeps going off, I go into post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm going to start punching people, so it's a real concern. But it's also, we were talking about superheroes and stuff like that. This is my superhero photo in a way. This is me. You won't recognise me because I'm not wearing my glasses up there, and it was taken 3 or 4 years ago. Seriously, 1980. But this is basically the work that I do, and the men that I work with do every day. Is we have to really battle. And what I want to acknowledge right here now is the wonderful work that the women's agencies have done over the years, because without the support from the women's agencies, we certainly wouldn't be able to do the work we're doing today. But I also think it's a real time now for a change, to start realising that boys get sexually violated and turn into men. And we've got to look at where those men go to when that happens. So I thought this would be really clever, because I saw it somewhere at an academic somewhere where they put things into stages where you do things. So I thought I'd give that a wee bit of a go and see how it goes from here. So of course we need awareness, education and specialist services. So that looks pretty good so far, doesn't it? Oh, now you're probably going to say, who's that? Well, that's my very good friend Mabaranga, and on the one on the right-hand side. And she just happens to be the Assistant Secretary General of the United Nations and a very good personal friend of mine. You can see we go back a long way. And this was taken in July this year, when I was invited to go to the United Nations and talk about the work that we do here in New Zealand, which is really interesting that we get invited places to talk about the work we're doing here in New Zealand, but nobody in New Zealand wants to know about the work we're doing here in New Zealand. So this is really fun. So if I throw different things in, like New York and Uganda, and that, don't be surprised, but there are people out there who want to listen to what we're doing here in New Zealand. And before I go any further, I know there may be some people in here from government who I love dearly, each and every one of you, especially my bestest friend Emma from ACC, who's absolutely awesome and marvellous, and Jan, of course, who's doing some really good stuff. But also some of you here may work for different agencies like Child, Youth and Family, if you're allowed to say that out loud, mental health and stuff like that. And I may say things about those agencies and the police and all those sorts of things, but what I'm talking about will be the systems, not you people that work in those systems. However, if there's any government officials here again, if you are in any of those systems and you're in a position to make change and you don't, then please be personally offended by everything I say here today. So what happened in 2012, I got invited to be a keynote speaker at the International Male Survivor Conference in New York City at the John Jay College for Criminal Justice, which I throw that in because it sounds really important. And I was invited there to talk about my work here that we do in New Zealand, because believe it or not, the rest of the world think that what Male Survivors of Sexual Abuse Trust are doing here in New Zealand is far ahead of what everybody else is doing in the world. So I got invited to New York to talk about that. The day before I did my keynote presentation, we had an international panel which Mike Liu facilitates, and on that international panel there was representatives from the United Kingdom, Thailand, Cambodia, Uganda, Nepal, Norway, Denmark and Australia. The one thing they have learned is they put me at one end of the table and the Australians at the other end. It's taken a couple of years for them to get that right. So what we got was a few minutes to talk about what was going on in individual countries in relation to working with male victims. And some really amazing stuff came out, and it did prove that we are far ahead of the rest of the world. But one of the interesting things was the key theme for the conference was at that time was about the sexual abuse of boys and girls by sports coaches, because of the stuff that had, really serious stuff that had gone down in State Pen in New Zealand. I'm not sure if you're aware of State Pen, but over a 20-year period, the assistant coach there sexually violated and raped hundreds and hundreds of young boys at that college. So they had they also had a panel which had I think there were 8 speakers on that panel. There was one woman and the rest were guys. They were all either Olympic representatives or they were top of the line in their sports, whether it was NFL or ice hockey, and each and every one of those had been raped by their sports coach. So my 5 minutes I got to talk about was our white paper, because I'm not sure if you're aware, on page 19 of the white paper, they're talking about vetting people that work with children, but they're not going to be vetting sports volunteers or coaches. Don't look shocked, I didn't write the paper. Have to talk to the government about that. So that really surprised me. I'm not sure if you're aware, I am because of my sporting background, but Sugar Ray Leonard, heard of Sugar Ray Leonard? 4 times world. He was raped by 2 Olympic boxing coaches when he was 12 and 13 years old. So it's a huge issue. And what did he do? Of course, he hid it and he got into drugs and alcohol. Believe it or not, he was a very heavy cocaine user. Apart from going on to, so we've got to have a look at these things, and we've got to have a look at why it is that males aren't able to come forward. So after our international panel, we sat down for an hour and a half with Miduranga, and it was really interesting because what she said is what was quoted at the bottom there. I had no idea. And here she is, the Assistant Secretary General to the United Nations, had no idea when she had sat and listened to what was happening in each country in relation to male victims of childhood sexual abuse. So what she did, she spoke to her friend Zanaib. Go to the next. Zanaib is the Special Secretary. She had just returned from Uganda. Did I mention I was in Uganda in Zanaib had just returned from Uganda, and she was talking about the rape of women and children in the conflict zones, which was the Congo and Rwanda and all those places. So it was really interesting because when I was in Uganda, I got to meet some of the men that exactly the same, and boys that exactly the same things were happening to them. So for me, it's about how do we get this balance across? How do we understand that this is an issue that's affecting both those men and women and boys and girls? And so it was really awesome to meet these people. These are so what happened was I got invited to Uganda after the international conference in November. Dr. Chris Nolan, who runs the Refugee Law Projects, came up to me after my presentation and he said, Ken, would you open our conference in Uganda? It's going to be the first one of its kind. There'll be government officials, there'll be survivors there. And he said, I'd really like you to open it. And I said, yeah, sounds like a trip to Uganda, I'll give that a shot. But didn't expect to hear any more back from him. And the next minute I got the air tickets and the accommodation was all set up and I got my injections and stuff. And I was off. But when I got there, I said to Chris, I said, I feel a bit out of place here, because I said, I come from New Zealand, we're not in a conflict situation. However, you're working with men and boys who've been raped in conflict. He says, Ken, he said, it's not about that. He said, it's the fact that you've worked with over 1,500 men over the last last few years, and he said, and that's what we need to hear about how do we work with these guys regardless of the situation. It's still they're getting raped, and how do we deal with it? So I was pretty honoured, and there was representatives from the Prime Minister's office. And the interesting thing about Uganda is that homosexuality is against the law. So when the men were going forward and disclosing to the police that they had been raped, they got arrested for indulging in a homosexual act. They were then incarcerated in prisons and raped while they were in there. So huge trauma happening there. And one of the things that came out of it, there was a study of 6,000 men in a concentration camp, and found that 80% of men reported being raped, and that was just from one internment camp. So it's pretty huge all around the world. So the P part of that was pretty magic. This is the 30 survivors here that were there, and there's a couple of young fellas in there. You probably won't see them because they're sort of hiding. And they were really interesting, lovely young men. One was 19 and the other was 21. What had happened to those two young guys is when they were both about 7 or 8 years old, the soldiers came in to the camps and they held guns at their heads and they made them rape their mothers and their sisters. And then they took those boys away. And what happened then, those boys became boy soldiers. Now, what happens, of course, is they're carrying that shame and guilt of what they've done under that pressure. They then can't go back to their own village, so they're completely lost. But they're also carrying the fact that they are now perpetrators. Now, are they perpetrators? But they are, because that's how they get treated, as perpetrators. So there's huge stuff that they've got to work through. And it was just a real honour and a privilege to meet up with them and understand what was happening outside of our own country. What came out of that for me was they all came up to me and they couldn't believe that white men get raped. So that wasn't even in their concept, the fact that white men can get raped, white men and boys. And also they were totally blown away because they were on the understanding that New Zealand was a civilised society. And so here I am telling them that we've got behind America, and I think we've got one of the worst child abuse rates in the world. And so it absolutely blew these guys away. They partly understood what was going on in their countries because they're working in conflict, whereas here we're a civilised society and we've still got this huge stuff going on. So how many boys are sexually abused? In Australia they say 1 in 6, USA, even got a thing here, the latest pamphlet. Don't want to pull it to pieces. But we all have it. New Zealand research shows 1 in 4 women and 1 in 8 men have experienced sexual abuse during childhood. Now that's really interesting because we have no research in New Zealand on how many boys have been sexually abused in childhood. So we really have to look into that. I think that the 1 in 6, as it is for the 1 in 4 girls, I think it's underreported. You know, there's not a day goes by that we don't get a phone call. There's not a day goes by that I don't present somewhere where people come forward. I did a presentation in Nelson 4 weeks ago. I was supposed to go up and do a presentation to social workers and agency, but we got the plane broke down, so I couldn't go. But I got there in the evening where Phil Chapman had organised a public meeting. He said, would you speak to the public instead of just professional type people? And I said, I've never done that before. So we went up there and he organised it at a pub. I think 67, 68 people turned up, just everyday life. There was husbands and wives and that. And after I presented, 10 men stood up in an environment like this, and each and every one of them disclosed that they were survivors of childhood sexual abuse and had never told anybody until that moment when they stood up in that public meeting, which I reckon took huge courage to do that. So last week I went back and did another presentation when we started the first male survivor group in Nelson last week with no money, if there's any government in there. So they started. And talking about that, I mean, I've got Richard here, my colleague and the manager of Male Survivors here in Wellington. We've got a trust here in Wellington now. Richard's been running the support group for just over a year. Richard used $10,000 of his super rand to get this up and running because we didn't have the funding to support him. And in reality, that's appalling, but that's the dedication that Richard's prepared to put into to get a service for male survivors here. So One of these things, my colleague Mike from the Whaikite, he says, Ken, I'm sick and tired of seeing these figures. He says, get rid of the figures. He says, why don't we just say that in this country there are hundreds, if not thousands, of children getting sexually violated? Why do we have to talk about one and something else? He said, let's just say there's children getting hurt, because figures don't mean a lot. Children mean something. So it's about how do we start accepting that there are boys and girls getting hurt in this country and really do something about it. So Dr. Tess Patterson's a clinical psychologist at the Department of Psychology and Medicine in Otago, and at the end of last year she just started interviewing some of the men we work with in relation to sexual violence, and it will be literally the first research paper to come out of New Zealand in relation to males who have been sexually abused. And there's some really interesting stuff that's coming out of it since I've been sitting with the person that's doing the interviews and also the men that we're working with. Quite amazing, really. There's an old saying that men don't talk. You know, well, I can tell you, you give a man a safe place, you can't shut him up. And one of the interesting things about our support groups that we run, which have been the most powerful weapon we have in this thing, is to allow men to come together to talk about their stuff as, they're there as blokes, but they're also there as hurt blokes. They're also there where they can share their emotions and where they can sit in that group and say, I've had a crap week. And they're not going to get judged by the other guys in the room. And I didn't realise one day until the power of men coming together, and it's a story I use quite regularly, in that there were about 10 guys in the group this night. I'd been at the prison, working in the prison from 9 o'clock in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, and I don't know if you've had the pleasures of working in our prisons. It's pretty traumatic. You've got to stand in the rain until they open the doors and stuff like that. It can be you can see 3 or 4 people, but it could take the whole day to see those 3 or 4 people. So by the time I got back, I was knackered and I didn't want to be in the group, and I felt a bit guilty. As a facilitator, you shouldn't be there if you don't feel like being there. But I sat in the group and pretended I was all right. And the beauty of it was that I did come all right once I started listening to the other guys, which helped me on that day. So here I am. If you're not allowed to do that professionally, I don't really care. It was good for me. So I suddenly had a look around and I realised sitting next to me was a police officer. Sitting next to him was a truck driver. Sitting next to him was a prison guard. Sitting next to him was a guy who had just been released from prison. Sitting next to him was a mongrel mob member. Sitting next to him was a baker. Sitting next to him was a white power guy. So there was 10 of us in that room, and I suddenly looked around and I thought, wow, this is pretty amazing stuff. And just listening to the guys talking about how they were feeling, what was going on in their lives and things like that. Then when we were going to leave, the mongrel mob guy turned around to the white power fella and he says, how you getting home, cuz? He says, I'm walking. He said, it's raining. He says, I'll give you a lift. Now, to me, it doesn't get more powerful than that. This is not about our masks. This is about who they were as men, sitting in that room, sharing emotional stuff, really powerful. But the difficult thing, once we have it here, is we don't have research on that. This is just stuff that we've done over the last... 1991 was the first support group in New Zealand, and so since that time, so we haven't got research, so we need to get research done so we can go back and say, hey, the rest of the world is saying this is what needs to be done, we're doing it. And not only are we doing it, we're doing a bloody good job of it too, and we're pretty proud of that. So it's different things like that. Now you'll have to give me the, when I've got 5 minutes to go, Mr. Timekeeper, sir. Yes. You know what I'm like?
I'm multitask, don't I? Press the buttons.
Right, what have I got next? Oh, hell, look at that. I didn't expect that to come up. That's Jim McClay. He's the New Zealand ambassador to the United Nations, whom I met whilst I was there in July. A really nice fella. And it was really interesting. I did my mihi before I could do my presentation, and everybody just stood there with their eyes wide open. And then Jim got up after me and he said, it would be very rude of me not to speak to Rio while I'm here. And Jim got up and did the same thing, which was, I thought it was pretty powerful. I was really concerned while I was there. There was a guy from the United Nations, apparently who's well respected within the United Nations, did a presentation which I thought was absolutely appalling. And I don't know, the protocol is you don't tell people that their presentation was appalling. Unfortunately, I'm from Papanui in Christchurch, which was a pretty rough area, and I think that when you don't like something, it's important to tell someone that you don't like it. So I got up and told him that I thought his presentation was appalling, and I haven't heard people talk about like that for the last 40 years. And it was basically it was that all men are bastards, all men are perpetrators, all men need to be shot, and all men need to stand up and change this. And so I explained to him that I actually work with male survivors who have been hurt. And I said, when you continually hear this bombardment of men are all bastards, it's very hard to stand up and say something. And when you grow up in a country like New Zealand, when you're 5 and 6 years old and you're suddenly treated that you're a perpetrator and you're a potential murderer and you're a nasty, violent person, very hard to grow up in this country when you're bombarded with that sort of information. And so those are the things that really took me down. So I thought that would have ended my relationship with the UN. And, fortunately, what happened is afterwards, before all the dignitaries spoke, there was the ambassador to the United States, there was the United States ambassador to the United Nations, there was all the other special dignitaries, there were about 15 people there, it was very cool. And the guy who organised it came up and he said, "Excuse me, Ken," he said, before the dignitaries get a chance to speak, he said, "I'd like you to acknowledge on behalf of all the 50 people that were invited here from the United Nations to acknowledge that." So, sure, I mustn't have done too bad after all. So it is quite important that we do stand up for what we believe in, regardless of where you are. And then they emailed me and asked me to send my CV over. So I'm not sure if I've got a job or whether I've got the CIA. I'll just keep my fingers crossed, and if anything happens, I'll let you know. If I disappear, I'm sort of hoping that you folks might stand up and sort of say, "Where's Ken?" So education, awareness of the issues, accept there is an issue, educate our parents and teach our children how to protect themselves, and if something does happen, ensure there is sufficient support and services. So awareness of the issue, and that's basically my role. As Kim said, for 17 years I've been standing up saying we've got a problem in this country in relation to our boys. So to finally get to the place we're at now is pretty huge and magic. The accept there is an issue, there is a huge issue, and we need to work side by side to do that. We can't do it on our own. And just like women who have battled so hard for the last 40 or 50 years, we can't do this stuff on our own. We've got to work together in getting this right. Educate our parents. That's the huge one. It's quite interesting. Louise came to Christchurch 2 weeks ago, and we held a meeting at the Baptist Church in Rangiora. 88 people turned up, mums and their daughters. And to get that organised took us literally 3 months, because people didn't know how we were going to put this together and talk about sexual violence and where people would come along and listen to it. We approached several schools in Christchurch, so if we talk about the work that we're doing. We only got into one school, which was Rangiora High School, and that was only because I had breakfast with the principal and told her what I did, and that we'd been trying to get into the schools to talk about this stuff, and we haven't been able to. She said, it hasn't come to my desk. I said, well, we were at your school 2 weeks ago, and this was 9 o'clock in the morning. She says, give me till 10 o'clock, Ken, and I'll have it sorted. So we got an opportunity to go into Rangiora High and talk to the 3 assemblies of the kids here about the work we do and how they can look after themselves and just the basics of sticking together. But what was really interesting was the fact one of the teachers was in the classroom and with the boys in it, and she hadn't been at the presentation, and she said, oh, that was a bit dark, that stuff, wasn't it? And the boy says, no, it was really awesome. And besides, that guy's a boxer. Doesn't get any better than that. But that was it. It wasn't. The teachers' fears were not the children's fears. The kids want to hear this and need to hear this stuff. We might not, but we think that they don't want to. They're ready to listen to it. We need to talk about it. And of course, it's the services. We need the services available. And as I said, there are really no specialist services for the work we do in this country. We're really lacking men especially to be working in this field, especially with our young boys, and we really need to put pressure that we get more qualified people doing this work with young boys, because you girls probably know this already, but us blokes are a wee bit different, just a wee bit, and we need to have guys standing beside us as we're going forward. So Tauiwi is a really, really good example, and as horrible as that is, it's come along at an unusual time. 20 boys by that, I can't even pronounce the prick's name, I really struggle with it. So that deputy, I shouldn't say that because he is a human being, so we've got to remember that he also needs help, because if he gets out in 30 years, he's going to carry on doing the damage. So, but we still don't know how many boys were sexually abused in that area. There's the 20 that have come forward. Bernard McGrath from the St John of God case in Christchurch is a good example. The police asked him how many boys he had sexually abused. He said, I've got no idea. At the moment, we're waiting to get him extradited to Australia to face 252 new charges when he's already been to prison 4 times for 4 different sets of boys he's abused in different institutions. So that's a real concern. So we've got it here. In 2008, this is the statement to the young boy, to Parker in the court. In 2008, when you sexually abused me, I told family members about it, but they didn't believe me. They told me I was lying. I remember them saying he wouldn't do that. That made me start to hate my family. So also what it did to him, made him start to hate society, and he became an angry young man, as will the other 20 angry young men. So what do? We don't want these boys to be angry, but yes, actually we do. We do want them to be angry, and we need them to be angry, and we need to help them work through that anger, and we need to allow them to have that anger, but we need to make sure it's in a safe place. We've got this incredible thing that we've got to stop them being angry. No, we don't. We've got to allow them to be angry, and we've got to allow them work through that anger, and we've got to make sure that the right services are around them to do it. 5 minutes? Oh, no one's fallen asleep. So anger, so this is it, toughen up, don't cry, don't be a sissy. Well, our prison system and our mental health systems are full of men who have toughened up. We need a safe place for our boys and men to be emotionally angry. So what we have here is world statistics currently say that between 59 and 67% of men in prison for non-sex offending offences have been sexually abused in childhood. So what they are is they are angry against the society that failed to support them and look after them. They might not know that, but subconsciously that's what's happened. They're attacking a society that's let them down. And one of the interesting things about our boys is, if you have a look at our boys' homes from the 60s and 70s, that's where we put hurt little boys into family homes. And we're looking at doing the same thing now. We punish our boys. We don't help and support them, we punish them. So don't worry about building this new prison, because you're going to need it, and you're going to need another new prison in another 10 years, and you're going to need another prison 10 years after that, until the day we start looking after and accepting that those little boys need help, not punishment. And that's what's got to be changed. Thanks, Jimmy. So DSAC are amazing, and what they did in 1997, what came out at the conference they had was training should be provided in the mental health setting, sexual health setting, drug and alcohol service, Department of Corrections, concerning the advocating treatment of male survivors of sexual abuse, because it doesn't happen. You go into the A&D, you're not allowed to talk about your sexual abuse until you come out of the A&D program. That's not going to work. You're not allowed to talk about your sexual abuse if you go into the mental health system. You've got to wait till you get well and then get out. That doesn't work. And you're not allowed to talk about your sexual abuse if you go into psych emergency. You're told, don't talk about that, you'll re-traumatise yourself. That's a load of crap, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to talk about it, and you talk about it when you're ready to talk about it, not when the specialists tell you are ready to talk about it. Really important. 2 minutes, wow. So this came out of this is the Ministry of Health in Scotland, who are doing some amazing work in sexual violence. It's really interesting, because any table that we sit round on TOAH-NNEST or any government health don't sit with us. Fundamentally, health do not sit. Health has to be at the same table as us. Keep it going, mate. Keep it. Oh, God, New York. 80% of clergy victims of sexual abuse of boys. This came out of the John Jay College of Criminal Justice in New York City in 2007. Where are those boys? They're in prison. Let's go. Oh, keep going. We're nearly finished. So that's it. Keep going. I've got a minute. Yeah. So 62% of males in psychiatric care were sexually abused as children. Only 4% of those men had ever disclosed until they were asked. We have to ask the question. Right, keep going. 90% for prevention, youth lecture. I've only got a minute left. So this is a challenge of silence, freeing the voice of adult survivors to enable today's children to break the silence. So we really need to get our men out there. We need to get our men talking, and that'll allow our young boys to come forward and talk about it as well. People don't do that, it's violence. Don't go there either. Right, so this is me at 1967, the ripe old age of 14. And as Nigel Latta would say, look at the eyes, that's a psychopathic killer there. I had just been expelled from Papanui High School for assaulting a teacher and a prefect. And that was it. Nobody said, what's the matter with you, Kenny? Just a violent boy, so I got expelled. And what had happened 2 years before that, I'd been raped a couple of times by a wonderful, caring person who said I was wonderful and special, and then sexually violated me over a period of time. Fortunately, he was arrested and got locked up. 6 months after that, I was at my friend's place where his auntie sexually violated me. So here I was, totally confused about what Alan had done to me, and then all of a sudden I've got my mate's auntie having sex. Well, I think it was sex. I'm not 100% sure, but totally confused me. When Louise was in Christchurch last week, we had 2 police officers on the panel. One was a uniformed police officer, and the other one was a detective of 25 years experience. And it came up about female offenders, and he said, good job we don't have that trouble here. And I said, probably 47% of the men that I work with have been sexually abused by women. And he looked at me and he says, no. And my community support worker, Paul, was walking past, and I said, Paul, over here a minute, mate. He said, what is it? I said, how many men do you work with been sexually abused by women? He said, probably 50%. And this cop did not believe what I was saying. 5 years ago, I couldn't have stood up and said this. I remember at one meeting when I mentioned it, that women sexually violate children, I just about got shot. And fortunately, Maggie was there, and Maggie stood up and said, I work with young boys who have been sexually abused by women. So, we have to acknowledge and we have to accept, because if we don't, then there's no place for those men to come forward and disclose. Because it's nothing worse than someone saying, you lucky bastard. Because it ain't lucky. It really fucks around with your mind. So, yep, am I fucked up too? Right, I am. Will I ever come right? Who knows? Fingers crossed. I think I'm heading in the right direction, but I'll keep doing what I'm doing until the day that we suddenly realise that it's not about women and children, it's about men, women, boys and girls. Kia ora, thank you very much.